Okay, guys. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, we're old school pressing. Wow, that is beautiful. Hey guys, welcome back to Detroit Garage. It's flywheel time. Finally, I'm getting down to doing this flywheel for the Detroit. So what we've got to do is take the Buda flywheel, punch the ring gear off, measure it up on the Buda to see the distance between the face and the flywheel housing. And then I'll get those measurements, measure up the Detroit flywheel, make the adjustments, take this down to my buddy in Chilliwack and turn it on his lathe to join the two flywheels together. So I'll show you what I'm up to here. Now I'd hate to, if I can, I'm going to try to save this part of the flywheel. If I can cut it. If he's got a huge, mechanical hacksaw, I will cut here, across here, and then take this piece off. If that all measures out and everything. If not, I'm going to turn this whole unit on his lathe and turn it so it fits inside the Detroit housing. Or sorry, the Detroit flywheel. I'll show you the Detroit in a minute, but it's a dished flywheel. It's not made for a clutch. So we'll knock this ring gear off and then go bolt this onto the Buda, measure everything up, and then once I've got the measurements, we're good to go. So nothing fancy to get the ring gear off. We're just going to use a punch and a hammer, and with any luck I can get this to move. Yeah. Yeah, it's moving. There we go. So there's one ring gear. So that's the spot here where the starter, the engine seemed to stop in a familiar spot all the time, or frequently for that matter. My Detroit has a spot like this on its flywheel as well. Not quite as bad as this, but maybe half as bad as that. See, it's beveled slightly so that the gear can engage. So what you can do is flip it around like this and then file these. It's time consuming, but at least you've got a ring gear again. And you simply just knock this back down. All right, here we are back at the Buda. I temporarily put the flywheel back on to get this measurement here between the face and the housing. That's the critical measurement there. Once I've got that, I'll measure up the Detroit and then make the Detroit flywheel the same depth. So the face is 1 inch from the flywheel exactly. So that's what we're going to go with, 1 inch. So we have to make the Detroit flywheel 1 inch from its face when it's finished. So this is 3/8. So 3/8 exactly, just a hair over 3/8. So I need to take 5/8 off of the Detroit flywheel. See if I can get that clear for you guys. So I got to take 5/8 off to make 1 inch. Oh yeah, okay, so we want to take off 1 1/4 inches off of this, right? So we'll cut this right here, and then the new flywheel will have a lip of 5/8 because that's how long the bolts are. So 3 7/8. Where was it? Oh yeah, minus 1 2/8 is 2 5/8. So the total depth of this flywheel cut and ready for the Buda flywheel be 2 5/8. Okay, now. And make sure flywheel doesn't roll off and land on feet. So that should be 5/8. So it's hard to see on camera, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5/8. That's perfect. So this distance here is 5/8 to get it to the Buda depth from the housing. We cut away another 5/8, and then this is our rough core, I guess you could call it, or stock. And then we machine the Buda flywheel in here to have 5/8 depth, so the bolts can bolt on the pressure plate. And that's it. Well, hey guys, I'm down at Chris's. We finally got time together to do this flywheel. 2 flywheels to 1. So he's got the real lathe I was telling you about. Not a toy like mine. So this is a real lathe. This is a 14-inch flywheel, and we got just enough room at the base of the tool holder to run a tool through this thing. So as I showed you before, we got scribed lines. We're going to cut this flywheel right back to this line, and then this is going to be 5/8. So the next flywheel is going to get pressed into here, and you saw that before. So I'll show you that when it's all done. But for now, we'll just have some giggles and turn some metal. And yeah. So we're just truing up the flywheel here because we're going to run this face, and that's going to be the face for the new flywheel to go into. So it's got to be probably within 2 thousandths, and I think we got her within 2 now. Is that 2 or 3?
About 3. I'll give her another whack on the high side.
So we're just truing it up old school, same as what I do on my little lathe.
Special rubber hammers only.
Rubber hammers, of course. Yeah, you got to loosen to tighten. Hey?
Back asswards.
Bass assward, yeah. Let's see what it is now, guys. Oh, that's good. That passes muster, guys.
Give me out at 2250.
Okay, we're on the back here. We're doing 248 RPM.
Oh, that's beautiful.
Let's just see. See if we can get for a breakout on it.
Sounds nasty when you throw it on a tool, though, doesn't it?
I could need to, my cross feed's a little jammed up here.
guys, we're making some progress. We almost got it to the scribe line here. Okay, we're getting the last couple of cuts here, guys. I think 2 more cuts. Yeah, 1 more and then that's it for now. Alright guys, we did some redneck machining here. We got 2 dial indicators hooked up because it looks like Jimmy had some pretty poor machining done originally. We don't want to get overzealous here, but if you look at this indicator, we're at 2 thousandths, 0. Oh, yep, 2 thousandths. And this indicator, look at that, isn't that nice? That's true. That's as true as Jimmy's ever gonna get. So we're calling this good. We're gonna make a final cut here. And then I think we're gonna work on the other flywheel, aren't we?
Yeah, we'll set the outside diameter.
And then we'll
go
put the 2 together and make it work. What do you think, Chris?
Cheers.
All right, guys. We got little Jimmy's flywheel in the ground now. And here's the Buda flywheel. So our jaws aren't big enough to fit on it here. So what we're going to do is turn the inside out, put the jaws in here to hold it, turn this around, and then we can work on the back side. So for now, I just thought I'd show you the run out on this. And we are plus 1 thousandths. And about 1.5 thousandths, maybe a total of 2 thousandths run out. And that's it. This thing is very true. Much truer than the Detroit flywheel was. So we're very happy with that. So what I'm going to do now is going to face this, dress it up nice and tidy, because it's all pitted from the old rust where it sat for 25 years in the, you know, outside. So yeah, very happy with that. So we're just refacing the clutch face. That's a nice job.
Yeah, mag base for that sucker, right?
Yeah. I guess you could make one, yeah. I really don't. To me, this just makes sense.
You just show the process, the beginning, the process, and the end. Maybe a little snippet here and there.
Yeah.
I think that's the way to do it.
I saw that David Richardson does it. That old steam shop. He's got a lot of
I like watching those guys. It sounds like I've watched some of this stuff too, but that generation of machinists, they're quite apt to say, yeah, I kind of screwed up. This is how you fix
This
it.
guy's in the 70s.
Look at that.
That's like half a file.
cut, and I'll slow the drive down a little bit because I don't want grooves. I want very minimal.
Yeah.
And then we'll see how the surface comes out. Because right now we're taking all that bit felling schmarm off, whatever you want to call it. Yeah, combination of everything. We got our speed pretty close. We're just now starting to be going a little too fast.
Yeah.
It's kind of hard to balance. Too foul on the back side there. Look at that, just touching it.
Hey, that's pretty nice.
There's some timing like scribering. So let's give it like 3 thou, and we'll call this a finish cut. I'm gonna bring it down to the slowest speed range I got and the highest range, so 23. What changing gears in this is like that mysterious 20 speed spicer.
Yeah. Well, the 20 speed spicer. I had the brownie box in the back of my truck when Lori went off the coke. It's a 2-speed box. It's the spicer 20 speed.
It's 2 boxes.
It's 2 boxes, a 6 and a 4, air shifted on the lever. I had the back box of that 20 speed spicer. It was balanced in the dodgy. I thought.
But now she's yours.
Now she's mine forever, right? God, that's a great machine. Wow.
Regardless of what you put into it, it's an integral piece of your shop.
So I did the hydraulics, the hoses are running. Yeah. Just one side, the left ram. They start to leak. Yeah. Everything's on condition. So if it starts to leak, and it's all what was there before. It wasn't leaking, so I just replaced it. So I replaced the left-hand tilt ram hoses with 2 brand new hoses.
That machine was 2,000 hours on it, 2,400 hours.
I forget what mine had, 2,400?
Is that very good, eh?
Yeah, well, don't forget, the guy that owned it was a farmer. No disrespect to farmers. But he didn't care for it, and he left it outside in winter without anything. Like, why would he do that? With the block, right? And then once he did that, he tried to tank it, and it kept leaking. So he said, screw it, I'll run it without heat. So he would just throw it up in the water for heat. I couldn't find the taper because it's got one off wheel. So I just turned them on the lathe and put roller bearings on it. Well, you know, roller bearings don't like force side to side, right?
You're not good at side drop.
And now we've got 6 years of service on it, and it's starting to once again to screw up, right? Wow, that was pretty. It's like watching paint dry, guys.
20-minute cut. I just wanted to go slow with that a little bit. Yeah, punch area.
I think that's good enough.
Yeah, no punch area. No gain. We'll just pop the center out now for a good grip. Good eyeball in the linear area there.
Yeah, I figured that might work. Yeah. Otherwise, you gotta put it in the tank ball here, and then cut the center big enough, I'll work around the tank too again.
That's gonna be, yeah, because us trying to center this, you know, it's a work a lot to do that.
Yeah. Down to 2%, we'll have to put in a little battery.
Perfect. You're up for another couple of 3 cuts.
And then, so we've just about finished the face on this guy, so now we're going to work on the center hole. There we go. All right, so what we're doing is truing up that center so we can get the chuck in there, and then we can work on turning the backside of this flywheel. We're going to have to sacrifice the Buda flywheel to make it the Jimmy flywheel.
that particular. That's really something.
All right, we got a 1/4 of an inch left to go. Pieces are coming out, see? The center piece should fall out any minute now. Yeah, it's gonna fall out now. One more pass, Chris. Hang on. Goes, guys. That's it.
Ha ha!
Center piece is gone. All right. I'll just tidy that up for a second. All right. I call that good, Chris, for the evening. What do you think?
Oh, I'd say we probably got a good project now. Unless you want to keep pulling on it, I don't mind.
Well, what time is it now?
Probably
make a couple measurements here.
No, it's only 9:30.
Okay. Well, there you have it, guys. We're center's knocked out. We got lots of room to play with here.
Oh, look at that. Our
Perfect,
jaws are
right?
back there. Perfect.
Sorry, I didn't mean that.
Fingers are crossed.
Cut.
Lucky.
Let's see. And,
I can't really see it this way. I can only see the color now.
Yeah.
I see the line moving. It's dancing now.
Okay, that's a 10th out cut this time. That's it.
That is wonderful.
All right.
Talk about getting to where we need it. Look at that.
Yeah, that turned out sweet. So we got it cut back rough here. Now we'll work on finishing this this piece. This piece is going to fit inside the little Jimmy's flywheel. Yeah, so pretty sweet. And what else? So we finished up the the back side of the Buda flywheel. Now we're gonna make a step cut in here. I have to measure this up again. You know, measure a million times, cut once, but measure this up, make sure we're on the right path, and then make some cuts on that to fit. inside the Detroit flywheel. Not that I don't love you guys, but I've lost the thing.
Yeah, you lose
The
your...
file I lost, you know. Pretty that surface is too.
I like it.
Alright guys, we're at the final cuts here. So what I've done, a fail-safe method is I've stepped this in 3 steps. So I step it 1/8, 1/8, and 1/8 for a 3/8. And now I test fit the flywheel on to see if it fits. If it fits this lip, then I cut the rest of it off. And then that way I'm sure I don't undersize this piece. So we're gonna refit that flywheel again. It weighs a ton, but anyway, this is how we're doing it. You don't you don't need a gym when you got this crap. No, not yet. All right, guys, we got it super sticky now. So we're gonna go outside and beat on this and put it all back together.
Watch out, Chuck's really dangerous.
And that's, yeah, be careful with the chuck. So, whew, it's, yeah, it's time.
Yeah, a few moments later, here we go.
Okay, guys. Yeah, go for it. Yeah, we're old school pressing. Wow, that is beautiful. I think if we screw it up, we're really screwed.
Look at that.
Oh, wow, you got a 1/16 of an inch.
We'll just blow it out. There's a little bit of crud in the gap, but we're rocking. Looks good.
So here we go. This is the final flywheel with the Buda face and the Detroit front half. And now we're going to put it on the lathe and just dress that up to make it look pretty. And then we're done. This is done, guys. So we're just gonna blow the crud out of here. There's a bunch of junk in there, you can see it. So we're gonna knock that out of there and then we'll tap it down the rest of the way.
In the machine shop world, they call this like fucking triage machine surgery kind of shit, eh?
Well, have you seen those Pakistani videos?
I love them.
Isn't it crazy?
You know how I learned so much from them, Harley?
Yeah.
Because they do it with nothing.
Yeah.
And if they can do it with nothing...
That means we can do it with nothing.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
I'm not going to go and weld 2 crankshafts together. But the method for some of the most of the things I really enjoyed growing up, we're learning how they build old stuff, like old rail.
You know what we might do, Chris? I don't want to interrupt you. But if we use the brass hammer, and you tap down on that with your hammer, here, we'll use your small hammer. We'll get some purchase with it. Oops.
Yeah, because the wood's kind of eating our...
The wood's taking out all the energy, so...
Yeah, we got it here. That's moving.
Is it moving?
Yeah, you're down to 6/8. Hang on a sec. Let's just make sure there's nothing in the void. Where did I put my piece of something?
So, you know, it's so nice. You don't even need bolts in that. The little friggin' thingy would never move that. But
just paranoia about doing this right.
All right, put her down again.
You probably hit it right with the brass one, to be honest with you.
Yeah. Is it moving?
This side, yeah, there. Yeah, keep it up. You're closing the gap everywhere right now. Those last two spots, give them 2 extra.
This one here?
Yeah. And then your way. That's it. Home. It's home. I can hear it.
All right.
You know, I heard the dead noise. I don't know if you did.
I didn't hear. I got the earplugs. I don't hear anything, Chris. Oh, ho, ho. Now there you go, guys. That's some backyard engineering.
Here, if you look at it like this, there is no gap. It's just a difference in diameter.
So we'll turn this on the lathe now and just double check to make sure there is no gap.
You better put a bolt in it. It might spin.
Yeah, right. Yeah, Jesus. Wow, that's tight, man. Yeah, that's. Do you have a feeler? 1,000 feeler? See? I think that, no, that's all the way, Chris. Well, that's asking a lot of thousandths feeler. Oh, there's a thousandths.
2.5 thou. You'll be able to suck that up though.
Yeah, okay, we'll do that. Just so it's true, right?
Well, we're not cutting the face though. But yeah, we can try to drive it more in this area.
Here? Okay, let's put that down.
Yeah, it could use maybe do it this side then.
You want to do that side? All right.
I mean, just whaler though.
Put it on that knot. Yeah. All right, try that. See what we got. Still.
So this is
It's tight?
That's tight. That's not much of a feeler. That's 3.
Okay. As long as the face is true, who cares? We're good enough.
Yeah, I mean.
And when I bolt, don't forget, we got to drill and bolt that, clamp it down. It's going to be done.
Yeah, the clamping force of 6 3/8 bolts is thousands of pounds. So that's a home run, man. That's beautiful. Yeah.
All right. Well.
Here's a 2.
Oh no, she's
not a
tight.
chance.
Yeah.
Not a chance.
So we gave it another couple of whacks and we're up flush now. So what we're going to do is put this back on the lathe and we're going to turn this just slightly to make it look pretty. And that's done. So here we are, we got the flywheel back in the chuck, and all we're going to do is give that a bit of a sanding, and we're golden, right?
Yep.
We're leaving a slight lip on here because I do have to drill through here and bolt this piece into here, all right? I know this is never going to move, ever, but you never know, right? So we're going to bolt this to here, and it's done. 6 bolts, we're good to go. So anyway, that's what we're going to do. Put that there, or maybe put that up here. We're running out of battery again. I think, yeah. All right, I'll move all the tooling away. All right. And we're golden. I love how you see the tool marks.
Original tool marks. They weren't worried about it.
They just ran the whole tool right off the lathe. You see that? Boom.
Yeah.
Just, okay, we're done with this.
Yeah.
You know?
No more effort. Done.
So, do you think we'll use a tool? Nah, we'll just use sandpaper.
So, yeah, probably enough
Yeah,
of it. I don't
okay.
think we don't need to remove any material.
There we go. All right. So, everything's golden. I'd say that's pretty true, Chris.
Nice.
So we're not going to make it look pretty, just clean it up. Do you have any WD-40 or any sort of a spray? It doesn't have to any cleaner of any sort. And then I'll use this 3M cloth because it's grease on there. That's all.
Really got here some perfect. Kind of out of all the aerosol sprays.
What's that one down on the bench? That gun on your right hand?
Windshield cleaner. Sure. I think it's probably empty.
Yeah, it's close enough.
Looking pretty good, eh?
Yeah, we just have to take the dirt off.
Look at that, eh?
Yeah. That's good enough. I'll just get a rag and clean that up. It's not something you see anyway.
Well, you don't need it for timing or anything like that. Jimmy doesn't need to his injector pump set.
Good enough. I'll just wipe that off with a rag. It's good enough.
Oh, it's not bad at all.
It's got a bit of rust on it, but that's okay. We don't care.
It's seated up pretty darn good, actually.
What's that?
It's seated up pretty darn
Oh
good.
yeah, that's nice.
It did go home all the way around. I'm glad we caught that little bit of debris that
Yeah.
found its way. Actually,
Okay.
if you want to try something, you know, see, Old timer was always going on about the old hemp rope.
Hemp rope?
How do they do it? I've seen other guys do it, but they go, it's so big to go around this.
It's okay though, don't worry about it.
I just want to kind of see if it takes the... It is actually abrasive, eh?
Yeah.
Interesting. Probably equivalent to about 2,000 grit or something, eh?
It's okay, that's good enough. I mean, to clean this up, we gotta put a tool on it, do a bunch of work. It's not necessary, so we're just calling it good.
I say I'm happy with that.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, there you have it, guys. Jimmy's new flywheel, using the Buda face, Jimmy's back half. Made it together. And the next part of this video is see bolting on and a quick run up on little Jimmy and see how it turns out. I did say I was going to send it out to have it balanced, but I can't see the point. It's as long as it's pretty smooth and Jimmy, I'm just leaving it. I can't see it being. The Buda wasn't even balanced, so we're going to run it like this and see. It runs pretty true, so we'll leave it at that. Again, thanks for checking in, and we'll catch you in the next video. Take care. There, that's done and dusted. That's going to take a long time.